Good morning, lacrosse friends, and welcome to the 2025 LAXNAI, the North American Invitational, here in Utica, New York. I'm Steven Stampin. It is day 4, the final day, and we are down to the women's semifinal action. It is Loggers Lacrosse Club versus BP Lawyers. Loggers hailing mostly from Ottawa, Ontario. BP Lawyers, a Mimico-based team, although players from all around, including a couple of world champions, Aaron Bakes and Marge Donovan, both earning gold medals last year at the inaugural Women's Lacrosse World Championship with the U.S. They've been heading up to the north over the summer to play with Mimico and are now with the BP Lawyers back here in their home nation, and the ball is being scooped up there by Katie Jollibor. They'll get it ahead. The Lawyers are wearing the pink pennies because the jerseys are too similar, so they do have the pink on. And they will step up over center through Grayson Jones. She'll hand it there to Aaron Bakes. Bakes starts to sprint in. As soon as she sees an opening, she is ready to go. That ball comes across to Mackenzie Shagwaja, who is flattened by Emily Smith. Big hit from Smith. And the Loggers trying to come up with it. They do. The ball is picked up there by Kylie Foss. Foss will move it ahead. And Smith, I'm sure that was Bella Cree, took that ball, but it's turned over quickly, and Brooklyn Rosario has it. She is dropped by the trail check, though, of Kendra Byrne. And the first full offensive set here for the Lawyers. Spinning is Georgia Whalen. That ball just skips away from Whalen. A provincial champion, women's major series lacrosse with Mimico, who won the title. There's again many of these players on that club. Bree Plester thinking about the shot, picked up by the defense, was cut through, actually falls to her knees. And the 30 is going to expire as a loose ball push anyway, and the ball will go to the Loggers. Loggers coming in off wins against Poland 4-1 and Identity Lacrosse 8-3. Then these teams actually did play yesterday, and it was a 4-3 win for the a 3-2 win for the BP Lawyers. Very tight matchup, so we're expecting lots of excitement. That was Deep Hanton scoring with 45 seconds to play. Aaron Bakes with 10 seconds to play as the Lawyers overcame a 2-1 deficit to take that 3-2 win. So Loggers were ahead until the final minute. Here's Aaron Bakes carrying the ball low in her stick. Drives in. Pretty good defensive recovery there by Kylie Foss to get Bakes a little bit off her line. That shot's going to go flying way up to the top off the rebound. Snagged there by Ricky Hill. Or sorry, that was Mackenzie Shagwaja. She's 14, not 4. I tell you, those pennies make it a little bit tricky, although the non-penny situation could be trickier with all white. Here's a pass through the middle, a quick release. Nice effort, but Olivia Windley just off the target. We were playing two 15-minute running time halves, stop time for the last 2 minutes of the second half. And the North American Invitational Championship on the line today. Final at 11:30. These semis, 8 o'clock right now, of course. Loggers and BP Lawyers. We'll have Sky Women Ascend and Team Era coming up next. That shot's a little bit wide, and hopping onto it is the Loggers goaltender, Lauren Young. At the other end of the floor, Davina Gillis between the pipes for the BC Lawyers. She's backed up by Zoe Fex. shot from the middle, but Emily Smith not quite able to get that one on target. Marge Donovan handed that one off to Bakes. Looks to get it back, but wasn't there. Bakes tries the diving attempt. That one's stopped by Lauren Young. Good effort by Bakes. Where the players love to get those dive attempts in.
There it is. There you go.
That save by Gillis is going to be scooped up and off to the races is Molly Little. She is nailed there by Isabel Laverne, and Laverne is going to get the first penalty of the game.
Come on, ref.
Let's see this collision. Folks in front of us are not agreeing. It's cross-check definitely up around the shoulder. Did it slide to the head? It was on the margin for sure.
Loggers penalty, number 12,
So it's a 1 minute penalty. Since it is 15-minute periods and running time, we go with the 1 minute because the games are shorter. The penalties are shorter as well. 1 minute for minors, 3 for majors. Bakes at the top on the power play. Gets a big pick, rips one. That's off a defender with sub out of play. It's going to be a fresh 30. Brooklyn Hill was ready to head back to the bench, thinking that it had gone straight out of play. Saw that it was a tip and has to run back into the corner to get it. Fresh 30. Pass through the middle, doesn't quite connect. And it's scooped up there by Young. Outlet pass. And the Loggers are going to try and get running. Oh, they can't quite connect. Addison Burns reaching back for that one. That was a little bit behind her. Didn't grab it onto it. And it'll be Lawyers' possession. Bree Pluster wasn't sure if she was going to join the O. She is. And up she goes into the offensive zone. She's number 20 on the far side. Here's Bakes. Feeds it through to D. Panton. Panton gets into the crease. Bakes and Panton, a deadly combo over there on the left side. They are now sprinting off to try and get some D out because the Loggers looking to push the pace wasn't really there, so they'll slow things down a little bit. Bella Cree.
Nice goal. I've seen it.
Sorry, Emily Smith will hand it off. 5 righties for the Loggers. And the first goal of the game. It's a beauty right on top of the crease. That is Kendra Byrne. Nice pass inside. And fighting off the check is Byrne. Lovely feed there from Anastasia Thorpe.
City goal, 31st of the game, scoring number 67, Kendra Bird. With the assist from 58, Bella Cree. Time of that goal, 6:45.
Battle along the far boards. Solid check into the boards. Almost looked a little bit high, but now we're going to get a loose ball push, and the Lawyers will get possession. Lawyers into the offensive zone. Oh, great pass inside. What a finish. Beautiful play. And the celebration there from Kim Dressendorfer. Who made that feed? We're going to have to see that one because that was a lovely pass inside. And Dressendorfer just buries it. Yeah, that was Brooklyn Hill making that pass inside, number 9. Big scrum for this face-off. Big battle for that loose ball along the backboards. And it looks like the Lawyers will come away with it. Marge Donovan getting the ball. Nice fight. Not sure you want to be throwing that pass. That's going to be a loose ball push for sure. That cross check on the back as the ball was coming across by Isabel Laverne. Marge Donovan, really good work along the boards, but then throws it kind of blindly out right into the slot. That can be a dangerous one. Worked out okay for the Lawyers. And Dee Panton gets a shot off. She's a sniper, but that was not where she wanted to put that one. Penalty coming now. It's a slashing call. That'll go to Emily Smith. Let's see if we caught that one. Oh, we're just seeing it as they get back up. Sorry. But Lawyers to the power play. Panton feeds it through. Turns into a shot as Bakes couldn't quite accept that pass. And now trying to grab it is Ava Bradley. 4 players scrumming along the boards. Panton loses it, but right there to grab it up is Hill. Bakes will rip one, scores! Erin Bakes with the blast to the far top corner. Opportunistic, and boom, she buries it. Here's Bakes, fires that across, just squeezes it past Lauren Young. And the Lawyers go up 2-1. Bakes carrying it again once again.
Number 6, Erin Bakes. 7 goal, 3-0 leads.
Bakes a critical contributor, obviously. She's thinking about a shot. Well defended, though, so makes the pass off. The Loggers D just swarming to whoever has the ball. Bakes is going to try and take advantage. It does. Finding a little space. You can see her run right around the top of the defensive unit. And bounce that one through Young. Take a second look. You can see the little bit of a amorphous nature to the defense, I feel for the Loggers. Is they're really getting out after the ball carriers that may be playing a bit into the hands of Bakes and the athletic BP Lawyers forwards. We're just using that aggressiveness against them. Hey, that's what's working, though, for the Loggers when they are able to limit the offensive chances. So just got to find that balance. Ball is turned over. Donovan is on the run. Still hanging on to the ball. No problem with the physicality for Donovan coming over from the field game. Bakes with a shovel pass. Underhand up to Panton, who gets it across quickly. On the run, nice save. Young throws out that left hand to deny Pierce Batchelder. Loggers trying to get after that loose ball, but it's going to roll all the way down and be scooped up there. That was Juliette Cusano. Long pass ahead is tracked down by Batchelder, and here's Bakes. Oh, nice move, Bakes to cut inside, misses on the shot. He's going to come right back to her, though. Gets it with one hand. They've still got a dozen on the shot clock. Bakes backpedals, flips far side. Oh, hard rip and buried by Kim Dressendorfer. You can see Bakes just drawing the D, and then a really nice pick. Look at that pick in the middle. Coming from Batchelder. And as the first half ends, it's going to be 4-1. The Lawyers on a tear. down the stretch. 3 goals in the final 3:08 of the period, including the one with 23 seconds to go. And we have ourselves a 4-1 game. We'll be back with the second half of the first Women's Division semifinal at LAXNAI 2025 right after this quick break. Welcome back, lacrosse friends. The Loggers are heading out to their end of the floor as they will be going left to right this period, and they're going to try to overcome a 4-1 deficit. Meanwhile, the BP Lawyers down at their bench are gathering around Coach Frank Lachowski, who's given them directions on how to hang on to this 4-1 lead. The second semifinal will feature Sky Women Ascend, the defending champions, against Team Air. That will be at 8:50 a.m. Eastern Time. The slashing call coming. See if we can see where that one comes from. I think it's on the trail check. You can see the slashing call on Marge Donovan. There's one. Not sure if it was the first one or the second one. The first one didn't look too hard, but the second one looked like a bigger swat, but it missed. But still, the intent was there. So maybe it was a combination. Little combo platter, cumulative, and what a rip on the run. Beautiful finish there for Isabel Laverne. It's a nice little pick. Well, that's a solid pick. Coming from Emily Smith. And just seconds into that power play, the Loggers take advantage. They pull back within a pair. It's 4-2. They've got lots of time. Extended battle. Players kind of digging in there before the ball came out, but they'll let him go. And here comes Brooklyn Rosario. Hung on to the ball through a few checks, but now gives it up. And here's a break for Olivia Windley. She get over to her side. Nice save. Davina Gillis with the big stop. Battle along the boards. Where's the ball? There it is. Pops out and snagged there by Grayson Jones. Makes the pass ahead. And Courtney Norton on the run. Oh, her pass almost got through. Picked off, though. But it's going to be turned back over. Batchelder gets it. We're going to have a slashing call now. This one's going to go to Julia Mullen. We'll take a peek at the call. You'll see it right in the middle of the floor here. Yeah, that's the trail. Let's take one more peek to really see that. So it's 61 Mullen coming down on the trail and just whack right there. And that's pretty much the standard they've set. Oh, nice attempt there, trying to pass it down. The ref's having a discussion. Looks like they're wondering whether there was a tip or not. Okay, and ball will go to the Loggers. It wasn't the stick of Lauren Young.
Gotta run, gotta run.
Got some forecheck pressure from the BP Lawyers. Forces the long pass. She does get it ahead to Adriana Cleveland, but Cleveland swarmed by defenders, and the BP Lawyers are going to come up with it. Nice goose by Marge Donovan to just tap it ahead. Gets it over to Juliette Cusano, and Cusano's outlet pass gets to Bakes. Bakes will trot across center. Watched there by Kate Jollimore calling out the defensive assignments. Panton has the ball pop out of her stick. Picks up along the half boards. Races out into Bakes. Spins. Shot. Nice save. Young. It was a good chance. And now on the run. They're trying to squeeze it ahead. Can't quite connect with Hodson. She'll get there first, though. Great wheels. But a little bump from Annika Crowder at just the right moment. Freed it up. And we've got to break Molly Little. Firing it ahead to Bakes. Good catch by Bakes. Fighting off the traffic. Some tough defense, but she's still working her way through it. Just shot in the slot, but oh, they slipped that one home. What an opportunistic little play. Really nice by Bree Plester. I believe that's Plester on the crease. Yeah, 20 Plester. See that one come off the backboards. Young was just following the track of the ball, the goaltender, as it came out up towards the slot, and Plester uses that against her. Steps, little bit of a twister, just gets the head of the stick across enough to find that top corner, and it's 5-2 BP Lawyers. They're looking in strong position to take a shot at the title that they won 2 years ago in the inaugural women's division of the LAXNai in 2023. Then lost in the final last year to Sky Women. Sky Women were a dominant club last year. We'll see them up next at 8:50 when they take on Team Air for the other spot in the championship game. Panton, underhand shot, can't get that through. It hits a defender on the way. Oh, what a rip from the top. And there we've got another BP Lawyers goal. That one from Georgia Whalen. See Whalen with the ball there, carrying and just kind of looks off the defenders. And that gives her space to get her own shot. The helmet you saw there, the white with the red stripe down the middle and the red on the side, those are Team Ontario helmets. Whalen and a handful of the Loggers wearing those. Always good looking helmets, I think, those Ontario ones. Nice job running forward there from Courtney Norton. Very impressive D-transition player who's now hustling to the bench to get a forward out, but it'll be for naught as there's an illegal pick, and that's going to turn it over to the Loggers. We're looking like they're probably heading for the bronze medal game. We'll see. Kate Jollimore and crew, we're going to see what they can do here as Laverne takes the pass. Doesn't quite connect. That's saved by Gillis. Ball sat right in front of her, and Donovan's going to race through. Try to come up with it. That's a back in. Wow.
Oh my God.
Not sure why that wasn't called back in. But That long pass actually gets all the way the length of the floor. Deep Hanton with it. She's going to try and muscle her way out. Big hit, but runs through it. Good D there from Esme Hodson. Hodson now is mirroring Deep Hanton. Gets aggressive with the pick coming. That shot stopped. Keep your eye on Esme Hodson at the top, just right there, playing defense, 59. Really enjoying the way that she is playing, taking on the players coming to try and pick her. Diving attempt from Deep Hanton. Great finish, but she did step in the crease. Take a quick peek. Ball is slowly coming up the floor. You can see Panton here. Going to pick up her own rebound, fights through the check, dives, but just stepped in the crease. Loggers back to the offense. Burns lost the ball. And it looks like the Lawyers will come away with it. Scooped up by Norton. Hard forecheck pressure, though. Almost led to a chance as Olivia Windley was right on top of the crease, but it was grabbed by Gillis and tossed away. Bakes backpedaling. Long pass over the D. Oh, nice idea on that pass as Kim Dressendorfer was trying to go back across the far side. There's just too much traffic, though, to get that one through. Short outlet by Young, and here come the Loggers. Jollimore. Defense caused the forecheck, or back check, I guess, caused a bit of a difficulty on that pass, but it is recovered now. Bella Cree will rip one and score. Bella Cree racing in from near center. See the Cree who just had that ball over along the boards and bounces it through Gillis. She'll go and celebrate mildly with her teammates as they know they've got 3 more goals to get in the next 5.5 minutes. Still running time until 2 minutes to play. Bounce shot stopped by Young. That'll be the Loggers coming away with it. They're going to keep pushing to try and get back into this one as Julia Mullen fights through a check, shoots nice block. Great play by Norton. That's Courtney Norton coming to the fore, getting in the shooting lanes, scooping that ball, fighting off the check. Bravura shift here by Courtney Norton, but then may have a turnover as a nice effort on the check from Julia Mullen, but the Lawyers do wind up hanging on to the ball. I think we have someone shaken up over by the Lawyers bench. 4:36 to go. You can go to laxnai.com to check out all of the scores, schedules, and results, standings, and everything for the LAXNAI, the North American Invitational 2025. This is the women's division with 10 teams. The men's open division had 40 teams, the champions, back-to-back for the Rochester Bats. We had a handful of Masters teams with Onondaga winning the initial title, winning the title there. And that is a shot of the 6 teams that will be part of the Traditions Cup, an inaugural event to be held at the Mary C. Winder Center at the Oneida Nation, January 9th to 11th of 2026. There will be 6 teams in each of 3 divisions, the men's and women's open and the U18 boys. We are going to bring a trainer in. Oh, and that's Zoe Feck in between the pipes. If we get a shot of the BP Lawyers goalie to the right, yeah, that's Zoe Feck. Davina must be on the bench back. Oh, they switched. They did switch at halftime. My bad. Missed that one. Yeah, Davina Gillis the first half and Zoe Fex the second. I believe they switched, didn't they, Lucas, at halftime? Yeah, Lucas thinks they did as well, or he's just humoring me. Hard to say. But yeah, those 6 teams will consist of the top Canadian team at the LAXNAI this year, the top U.S. team, and the top Haudenosaunee team, plus 3 other clubs, not yet finalized where those clubs will come from, but they will be top teams, and it'll be basically like a Champions League. It'll be club teams competing for an international title, so it'll be like a world club title. And we do have a player down along the boards. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back to the LAXNAI 2025 women's semifinal number 1. Okay, so Dee Panton, who was down along the boards, up and smiling. She's got her helmet off and is heading down the tunnel to the change room for the moment. But she did look like she was all right, I would imagine. Oh, she's actually not heading to the change room, I don't think. The bench is right underneath us. A little bit hard to tell. Yeah, Panton definitely getting banged hard into the boards there. Her BP Lawyers lead 6-3 in this game. The other teams in the event, we mentioned Sky Women, Ascend, and Team Era playing in the other semifinal. We also have Poland, Israel, the Valkyries, the Thousand Island Spirits, Identity Lacrosse, and the local Utica Lady Yeti. And we're underway. Brie Plester flips it across to the far side and bakes. Loves that sidestep or back pedal as she looks around for passes. Racing to grab it is Georgia Whalen. Plester goes back to Whalen. The Loggers again defensively getting out, working to try and get that loose ball. Scooped up there by Whalen. Just a couple seconds to shoot, and they're going to get a fresh 30 as that rebound bounces out to Batchelder. Batchelder driving to the net, runs into a brick wall there in Esme Hodson. Hodson quickly becoming one of my favorite players in this women's division. And she's got the ball now. Hands it off. That may not have been a hot shot on the last one, was it? Anyway, here's a break. On the run, looking back, shooting, scores! Molly Little following her pursuers or watching her pursuers much of the way, and she will head back, and she is fired up about that one. You can see she scoops this ball that had popped up, takes off, looks to the bench, sees who's coming, looks behind her, looks to the bench. Another look to the bench. Another look. She's got room. Shoots far side. Just tucks it inside the far post. Very aware of what was going on around her, making sure she knew who was following and who was coming. It's going to make it 7-3, and that could be a dagger. The Loggers have it back. Adriana Cleveland pinned against the boards there. Lawyer's possession in Cusano. Makes the pass there. Eventually over to Shigwaja. Lawyers definitely have hit the point where you can see they look like they're going to be quite patient with their possessions here. That 4-goal lead with 2 minutes to go. Getting late in the shot clock. They try a shot. Big swat. No call. And taking off is Jessie Ann Ouimet. Excuse me, Jessie Ann Ouimet. Ball pops loose, but is scooped up by Burns. Burns leaves it there for Kendra Byrne. Stepping around to look for a shot. But Windley just can't find a lane. She's still got it. We'll just kind of flick it down towards the net as the shot clock about to expire. Kendra Byrne, I'm pretty sure, I have to double check. Is that the right one? Kendra Byrne, number 67 for the Loggers. I'll get back to that. Here comes Bakes. She is stood up by, of course, Esme Hodson. Little sidearm underhand shot turned aside. Yeah, Kendra Byrne, I'm pretty sure, is the sister of Nolan Byrne, who won the gold medal with the Rochester Bats yesterday. So if the Loggers, I'm not going to say are able, probably had been able to fashion a championship here, we could have had sibling champions at the 2025 LAXNAI. Panton, good to see her back on the floor and as robust as ever in her protection of that lacrosse ball. As we come towards the final 30 seconds, the Loggers are going to see if they can make a little bit of a dent. Hodson checking out what's around her. Will flip the pass and cut through the middle. Sets a pick, slips through. Almost grabbed a hat to just stay back enough to stay out of the crease. It was just out of her reach. That pass will be picked off. Oh, no, it won't. It'll go roll right ahead. And here's a chance. And a goal. Yes, it's going to count. You see this play developing as Brooklyn Hill comes off the bench. It looks like the pass will be taken away. It skips past the defender. And there goes Hill. Nose for the net. Lauren Young got a fair bit of it, but not quite enough as that one will make its way across. We've just got 3.9 seconds to play. And those 3.9 seconds will be spent at the faceoff dot. And the final buzzer will sound. It's an 8-3 win for BP Lawyers. They will go on to the championship game, which will be in approximately 19 minutes. Or sorry, to the championship game at 11:30, and we will find out their opponent in the game starting in 19 minutes between Sky Women Ascend and Team Air. I'm Steven Stamp. This is the 2025 LAXNAI North American Invitational. Thanks for being with us, and we will see you shortly.